Boom. Easy peasy.
Alright guys, on this video I'm going to show you how I rebuilt my eBay Emusa T25 Turbo, and the rebuild process is pretty much the same for a majority of journal bearing turbos. So what you want to do and start off with is taking out the center cartridge bolts that go into your downpipe, and for this one we have 4 13mm bolts that we will undo. Some turbos will come with a V-band clamp, so you just have to undo the V-band. Also, if your turbo is internal wastegated, you just want to remove that before you dive in. Once you remove the 4 bolts and the washers, you are able to wiggle out the compressor side of the turbo, the center cartridge, and you can see the turbine wheel as well.
Definitely burning some oil. You can see it on the blades, the residue. Here you can see that actual compressor side housing is held in place by a C-clip. So remove the C-clip and you will be able to remove the compressor. This is going for painting. We gotta still figure out what color to paint this cover here. The blades overall look great. They don't look like they have any pitting, and they don't look like they've been touching any of the housing on the inside. So that's always a bonus. Other than leaking from the exhaust hot side, this turbo has been performing well. So the first thing you want to do before you take off your top nut is mark the blades, the nut, and the top of the shaft stem, so you're all in one line.
So the reason to mark all these so they all align is because the turbos come precision balanced from the factory. So you want to get it back to this alignment in order for it to reduce any chances of excessive wear on the turbo. To remove the nut from the compressor wheel, it's actually reverse thread. So you're going to spin it counterclockwise to remove it. Usually with the compressor wheel, you can wiggle the compressor wheel out and it should come off no problems. And to get the turbine wheel out, what I do is I typically will tap the bottom of the shaft and it usually comes out no problem.
So right over here you have your oil seal right at the end. As you can see, this one has been leaking a little bit. We're gonna take off the cover, and again here you can see that this turbo has been burning oil from the hot side, which again this turbo has been burning since I've bought it brand new. So at this point we're just gonna clean everything up a little bit, take out these C-clips here, and then we got C-clips on here as well, which house the bearing. The bearing is right inside. So I got the aircraft stripper or remover. We're gonna put this on the turbo itself and we'll see how it goes.
Barilla Protein Plus pasta is an easy and tasty way to fuel your active life. It's the pasta you love.
I'm gonna take this time to just use a wire wheel brush and clean out the turbine housing from all the soot and oil burn off. As you can see, I could put some cloth in the journal bearings so there won't be any contamination inside the turbo. At this point, we're going to take the compressor side C-clip off. This is just going to help us get to the journal bearing of the compressor side here in a little bit. And over here you see that little C-clip on the turbine side. We will have to remove that C-clip to get the bearing out of this side.
Still looks like in pretty good condition, but we're gonna replace it anyway. So this is the hot side, this is the cold side. So what we want to do here, what you see here is the turbine seal. So to take this whole assembly off, we got to take the Torx screws out. Stripped from the last time. Boom, nailed it. There we go. So at this point, this assembly can come out. Just remember which way is down. And then lastly, we have your second bearing, journal bearing, and that's pretty much it. The turbo at this point is completely empty. There's still one C-clip in there, and that's perfectly fine. That C-clip can stay there. All right, so turbo is apart pretty much from the start in symmetrical order, how we took it apart, laid out right in front of you. You got the compressor side and the turbine side, and we are going to be replacing all of these components here and refreshing this T25 turbo. Right over here we got aircraft stripper stripping the clear coat and the yellow paint from the turbo. We're going to be respraying it, rebuilding the turbo. We got a spare block R18 right over here, and we got the little beast over here. All right, we got some of the new parts laid out here. The biggest thing you want to focus on is making sure your new and old journal bearings are the same size. And these look, again, the old ones right here on the left, they were the same size, and the right new ones pair up. You also see the new thrust washer. This is exactly the same. I actually think there might be somewhere on the thrust washer. Now the thrust washer is typically the piece that wears out and you get in and out play, which is detrimental to the turbo. So, and also if your thrust washer is going bad, since there's in and out play, it will cause your turbine seal to shift during operations, and that's why you might have oil seeping through to the turbine side. So I got a new turbine seal. We're going to replace that. We're going to replace both bearings, the thrust washer. This is, I'm not sure what this part is called, but this is getting replaced, as well as the compressor seal. You can see that's the new one, the new seal right over here. We got a bunch of C-clips that are new as well, and pretty much a whole T25 rebuild kit, which includes studs, gaskets, more gaskets, pretty much everything you need in the little seal here. The turbo looks overall in pretty good condition.
point, you just want to make sure all your parts are looking the same, so you won't have any issues returning them to the original positions and places. So here I am just comparing the new parts that came in the universal kit and comparing it to the parts that were inside the turbo, and so far everything matches up just fine.
This is the turbine seal right over here that gets latched on. This is the old one we just removed. We are replacing it with a brand new turbo seal here. Shield on the turbo, so this one obviously will go first right over here on the turbo. Then you will put in the shaft. This is kind of like an overflow, so if your seal does leak, it kind of goes into this little section here and burns off in there instead of directly going into your exhaust right away.
This part is pretty critical. You just want to make sure your turbine seal gap is at the 12 o'clock position. This gap positioned at 12 o'clock is going to pretty much reduce the amount of leakage you will see from the turbo. So always position them at a 12 o'clock position at the highest point. So if there's oil backing up, it's going to have to go all the way to the top to leak out that turbine seal.
Eventually it will snap into place. Just wiggle it around and push simultaneously. Looks pretty good, like barely any shaft play, and the in and out right now is like non-existent, so that's a big plus. All right, the clear coat is drying. Took everything off from the turbo. Digging the color. You know, it's kind of just what I wanted. I don't know if camera does it justice, but I think this is gonna look pretty fantastic over here.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya.